fantastic. And Jerry both. And you never told us Bradley Cole was that good looking in person.
You've never seen Bradley Cole?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He walked in the room, I was like, really?
Yeah, I mean, he is he's a good soul too. That's
Really sweet. Jordan was great too.
Oh, fabulous.
Bradley's got incredible eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
3 questions. You can handle it. 4. Gotta ask about Cell. People
Yeah.
wanna know. What draws you to this event besides just being friends and colleagues of Jerry and Liz?
Well, certainly there's the obvious that it's for the American Cancer Society, and you have the blessing, I guess, when you do what I do for a living, when things like this come along, that you can spend some time with people you love, and you can see some fans that you've seen over the years at so many different events. But at the same time, you're feeling like you're doing good. At the same time, you're helping out in your own small way with a very important cause that's certainly touched so many lives in very difficult ways.
What can your lane mates expect from your board?
Well, I wouldn't have very high expectations. I would warn them that we probably shouldn't join up or create a league together or anything. I will try my best.
They're not going to need the bumpers or anything.
I believe they will. I believe they will. But we will see. We will see. I may be a ringer.
You could be a ringer.
You.
Imagine it's a kettlebell and you're just chucking it down the lane.
Toss that kettlebell down there to be perfect. You'll be good.
Swing it!
Yeah. So you've kind of moved on from soaps too. We've talked to a couple other people today who've kind of moved on from soaps and done some online new media stuff with Steamboat and with Cell. Are you open to doing more of that? We know you're attached to the second season of Cell for when Mark gets funding.
I am. I would be interested in other series as long as the characters are as compelling and interesting to play as the two I've been fortunate enough to play. Obviously, Cell, Brenda, the character of Brenda, is a real departure for me. And so that as an actor is very challenging and rewarding because it's something that I'd like to spend more time with. I got a weekend to spend as Brenda, and of course I spent a lot of time kind of sculpting the character and thinking about who she was and why she did what she did and what have you. But to play a character, when you have the opportunity to play a character, whether it's a play or on a soap or whether you're on a film set, when you get to play a character that you play over weeks, over or a long period of time, you come to know that character in a different way. That's really fascinating. And your creative juices just start going crazy. Everything starts firing the longer you get to work with a character. So that was great fun to do. And obviously the character of Tabitha on Steamboat was also a departure for me too, in that it's more of a comedic.
Nobody knows how funny you are.
No, but
You're pretty
I'm
damn
very
funny.
I'm very, very funny. Or I think so myself.
Last question, fun one. Because you are a fan of some of the shows too. If you could play any character on any show, past or present, that isn't one of yours, who would it be?
Daytime.
Sure, why not? Anybody's shoes you want to walk in.
Well, I would. I'd say I always loved. I grew up watching the One Life to Live, and Tina Lord was quite a fun character. I always loved that character, and Eliza Colby, another great character. Certainly in the daytime genre, those are probably two characters that come to mind that I think just fabulous characters, just fun to play. And in prime time, these days I would like to do anything on Mad Men or Empire, anything.
Oh, Mad Men would be cool.
Yeah. it's so much fun as an actor when you get well-written material. The more well-written something is, the more levels of things there are to play. And that's where I get really excited as an actor. I like roles where there's what's going on the surface and there's what's going on beneath the surface. And so it just creates for such a fun, rich life that you get to portray and create. It's great having that kind
And
of
you, of
creative
course,
outlet.
played one of the great soap characters.
I did. I was very fortunate with my character in that the character of Beth evolved over time. I was glad ultimately that they sort of brought her back to herself at the end, but it was an awful lot of fun to play her doing bad things and being crazy and all
Being Lorelai.
and being Lorelai, doing all these different things that I get to do, because that's uncommon in soaps. Normally you play a character and that is who you play for your life of the role on the show, and that was not true with my character. And so as an actor, I was continuously challenged by different roles and how do I justify those, or not different roles, but different faces that Beth was putting on, and how did I justify those. So it was great fun for me, and in also, although certainly who Beth is at her core, who she evolved to at the end, being herself, in many ways is probably the least interesting to play as an actor. That was also very interesting too, because through all of the changes she went through, when she got back to herself, she wasn't who she was 20 years ago.
No.
She was a woman who was a powerful woman, but she was powerful not in spite of her mistakes, but because of them. And so that sort of made her interesting even at the end for me.
Perfect. And your role today is as a bowler.
So my role today is as a bowler, and I'm open to any and all suggestions. And President Obama is not much of a bowler, as we all saw, and he got some pointers. So
Maybe you'll
I
get
have
some
no
pointers.
shame in taking
Take
pointers
some pointers.
myself.
People can leave comments when this goes up on YouTube. They can leave you comments
Yes,
and pointers about bowling.
Be happy to. Yes, be happy to.
That would be great. That's perfect. Beth the bowler.
Bowler.